Right, so you know reading, right?
Yeah.
Reading books, right?
Yeah.
And you know how reading books is for nerds, right?
Yeah, reading Rainbow.
Right?
Sure.
Yeah. Reading is for nerds, right? But recently, because of quarantine and everything, I started reading again, all right? And I found this book, and this book is amazing, all right? This book I'm reading right now, right, is amazing. I feel like if this book is adapted, it will be a box office success, all right? It will topple the Marvel Cinematic Universe or the Harry Potter book series and everything, right? You know, right? You know what this book is called?
What?
The Bible, alright? It's pretty good. It's pretty much a superhero movie. But, alright, it could be adapted. It's about this guy with superpowers named Jesus, right? And he goes around solving troubles and issues in the name of justice, alright? Right? I'm not that far. I haven't finished reading it right now. I'm at the part where Jesus is gonna meet up with Judas and his other teammates, and they're about to go to discuss their next plan at dinner. Don't know what's happening. I think they're just going for a normal dinner and everything, right?
No.
I hope nothing bad happens to Jesus at the dinner, right? Right?
Oh no.
Right? Hey, don't tell me the spoilers. I haven't read that far into it, right? But yeah, I think if adapted, this could topple the Marvel Cinematic Universe, alright? Right? I don't know if anyone has caught on to the Bible yet, but it's pretty good so far from what I read, right? There's like a super villain in this book, right? He's called the Devil and everything, right? Right? He's pretty much like a Thanos if I were to compare it, you know? Right?
Oh my god, stop! It gets so bad. Look, man, you ever heard about God? You ever heard about his plan?
Hey, look, there is a God in this. Oh, how'd you know? There is God. God is in the Bible.
Look, this book has been out for quite a while now, Austin. I don't know if you're aware of this.
I don't read books. How was I supposed to know, alright?
Look, besides the fact that everybody talks about it, Austin, come on.
Okay, look. I don't care what the mainstream media says, alright?
Mainstream media.
All right, no, these are the same people. They're the same people that ruined Game of Thrones. All right.
Oh my god. Yes. Sure.
All right, but hey, you want to know something about the Bible, right? Right. So there's this part in the Bible where Jesus is tied up and he gets stabbed, and it wasn't a spear, William. It was a lance, right? Like Superman in Batman v Superman. Okay, it wasn't a spear that Batman. It was a lance to pierce the religious imagery of Superman and then Batman v Superman.
God damn it.
That's the tie-in by the way. That's what I'm trying to lead into.
Yeah.
To the last argument again. Your favorite argument I keep making every time we bring this up.
God, man.
Remember, William, it wasn't a spear that Batman made, it was a lance. Alright?
Sure.
Alright? Yeah, Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Oh my god, stop it now. We're done. Okay, so do the thing.
Hey, it's here. It's here.
Yeah,
it's finally here. We're uploading this late, but it doesn't matter. It's here.
Yeah, it is. But I mean,
look, we reached that point. This goes back to whatever video we were talking about it. How we now live in a post-Snyder Cut society. All right.
Oh yeah, is everything better now? Has the vampires
everything
lost?
Is better, but no. But here's the problem, William. We don't live in that society because that line is not in the movie.
God, wait, what? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What am I talking about?
The line isn't in the movie.
Do you mean that we live in a society?
Yeah.
He says that in the movie.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
It's only in the trailer. He doesn't say it in the movie.
No, it's in the epilogue.
Is it?
Yes.
No, what?
I'm going there right now. Okay, I'm going there right now.
Okay.
Okay. Go back.
Oh, not according to this web article I'm reading, where it said that line was only recorded for the trailer.
Oh, damn it. I think you're right. You're right. Okay.
Well, we do not live in a Snyder Cut society, okay?
Oh, damn it. Okay.
That's the name of the video,
by the
way. We don't live in a Snyder Cut society.
I mean, we can still potentially change this title, but we'll see, okay?
To be fair, we got this video's gonna be 2 hours or some shit long, alright?
I mean, I don't think it'll be 2 hours. I don't think so.
There's a lot to go through, alright?
There is a lot to go through. A 4-hour movie, it's a lot.
But before we start, for context, did you watch the original cut before we watched it?
I did.
Okay, I didn't. Okay, so when I was watching this, like the only difference, oh, come on, I could only tell three difference, right?
Uh-huh.
Watching the Snyder cut, not including all the extra bit they added, right?
Uh-huh.
Right? Right? Like the stuff of like Willem Dafoe,
Yeah.
Amber, life ruiner of Johnny Depp head, right? Right?
Uh-huh.
Or stuff like that, right? Like those extra, like the only three difference I noticed was everything's blue. um Instead of CGIing Henry Cavill's face, they CGI'd his body instead. And
Uh-huh.
there's no family that gets saved this time. Like those are like
Yeah.
my only three thing I noticed,
I
right?
mean,
Because
the
I
thing
did a
is,
rewatch because I
okay.
tried to watch this movie with muscle memory. Oh, not muscle memory, of just memory in general of the original cut. I was trying to figure out
Mhm.
what was different about this, right?
Mhm. Okay, because the thing is, okay, so because here's the thing. This thing is, this movie isn't different in terms of footage. Because the thing is,
Mm-hmm.
except, well, sort of. Because there is a good number of reshoots that Whedon did do. But what you have to understand is that a lot of the footage that was in the original Justice League, that was stuff that Snyder filmed. But the thing is, Whedon, he filmed and he basically he filmed some reshoots, and he edited the movie and moved some scenes around in a way where it just like it was completely different from what Snyder would have wanted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so a lot of the scenes that you do watch, like the thing is, a lot of there's scenes that are cut shorter. There are some reshoots. Like the thing is, a lot of like some of the main stuff I do remember. One of the stupid things that Whedon did was
Oh, was it all the
he
weird butt shot of Wonder Woman? Apparently, according to the internet.
yeah.
Apparently there was a lot of butt shots in the original. There's been a lot of weird butt shots of Wonder Woman's ass in the original cut that I don't remember
No,
of.
the thing I
Apparently that
think
was a thing.
I think the thing is like you notice it if only because of the color correction. Because the thing
Hmm.
is, like, no, a major thing that is that like the coloring in the in Snyder's cut is actually very darker, and
Yeah,
in Whedon's version he has the colors pop, you
yeah,
know.
and also in Whedon's cut, everything was widescreen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing because also in Snyder has it filmed in this way because it's very IMAX friendly. So like if this
Hmm.
was if they do later if they do a later what you call it release into theaters, which I do think is a very real possibility with how well
Oh my
received
god! Wait,
Snyder
can you
is.
imagine this movie being released in theaters? Right?
Oh my god, yeah,
Like,
that's
what?
true.
How many? Like, there has to be at least two intermissions, right? But there's no way they can just do one intermissions with this movie, right?
It's I mean the thing is originally Snyder wanted to do parts 1, 2, and 3 for Justice League. So
Hmm.
it's I don't know if maybe these two would have been part what this would have been part 1 and 2.
From what I read, he did put element of part two and three into the reshoot, but I think that's all just the dream sequence, right? I'm assuming.
A lot of that would be a dream sequence because a lot of those dream sequences are set up for a later what would have happened later in Justice League.
Yeah, in the theoretical part two and three.
Yeah, in the theoretical part 2 and 3. I mean honestly the thing is the thing is I get it with only with how much has been added in. Um but I mean the thing is I think it's if possibly if there was going to be a release they might either re-edit it to make it more palatable in
Mm-hmm.
terms of watching it in a theater. Because the thing
Oh, look, just
is,
get better eyes, you idiot.
no, no, because the thing is, a
Your
lot of it,
eyes
like,
aren't just fit. Your eyes aren't just fit for Zack Snyder's vision. All right.
yeah, but like, yeah, sure, but like, God, man, I think a major thing, I will say, a major thing is like in this Snyder, it's like a lot of Snyder's things become more apparent, like shots, like oh my god, like a major one was like when with Wonder Woman, like when she takes the bomb and tosses it up into the air and shit, and the slow mo just lasts for so long on that, you
There's a lot
know?
of slow mo in this movie. I'll give it
Yeah,
that.
and the thing is, like when the guy's about to kill like the those children and the adults and stuff, right? The kids and stuff, I'll say, right? In that and that there was this whole thing with like him like doing the pistol thing, and he slowly looks at the gun, puts it down, goes reach for the rifle from the dead guy, and then starts aiming at them. It's like lambs to the slaughter, right? And he's about to shoot, and then Wonder Woman comes in, right? The thing is that a lot of that could be cut shorter. The thing is, like especially with the slow mo, I think a lot of that, like if you cut a lot of the slow mo, like make it not so gratuitous, like with the pretend. Oh god, well there are other issues too. But the thing is, honestly, on slow mo alone, I think you could if you cut a lot of that slow mo, it probably saved like 20 minutes. To be real with you, on like
wait,
Austin.
we just fast forward. Do we just go to that section of the movie? Then we right click, speed, 1.2 times 1.25x.
Yeah, sure, but like that's the thing. That's the thing that like legitimately, Austin. Like honestly, it didn't need that much slow mo, and it's like it's very
The slow-mo stuff, we were like, I honestly felt like slow-mo should only ever really be applied to speedster moment, right?
I mean, I think sometimes it's warranted, like with the Wonder Woman, like there's the bullet that's like going by the guy and she pushes him away, like that's fine and all.
Yeah.
And sometimes and it's fine if it like when you had the bullet reach the her bracelet, that's fine too. But sometimes it lasts a little too long, right? Like you could afford to like. Once it hits a second or two and then cut, right, and then you just move forward, right. But the thing is, he kind of he's just kind of allowing like he's really indulging himself in these kinds of stuff, right?
He wants to reach that 4-hour runtime, all right.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Boy. Right, then he said, I looked at the editing bay. All right, what's the time right now? 3 hours 57 seconds. 3 hours 59 minute 47 seconds. All right, go to this clip in the movie. Right click, speed times 0.75 that speed.
Pretty much, honestly. Yeah, that's the thing. But that's like a major thing. Oh yeah, so back to what we were previously discussing though. With Whedon stuff, like in terms of like he does like this whole thing where he has Flash kind of fall onto Wonder Woman's breasts at one point during the fight, which is like out of nowhere unnecessary, and just like why though. There is like there's this thing where like he makes Flash be like, oh, I never really all I ever done was push people out of the way, I never been in a fight, that kind of thing. A real change in his character in compared to Snyder's cut. And two other things. I mean, aside from how they have Batman, they do like Superman, like, oh, do you bleed? You know, to fucking Batman. You're like, okay, sure. Another thing, Wonder Woman and Batman have like a like they kind of fight about when they're talking about reviving Superman, where she's like, oh, reviving Superman, that's more morally unethical, and then you have Batman being like, no, but that's what we have to do in order to win, that kind of thing, right? And then another one would be, there's this whole thing with Superman again. Superman comes in, Batman's like, oh, well, I don't not hate you, that kind of thing. You know, it's like, Superman's like, oh, I'd rather be dead, that kind of thing. And some other odd stuff that happens in the fucking movie. I'm not going to list them all. Yeah. But the thing is, they do, what he does is, it is a difference in tone. Because the thing is, a lot of what Whedon does in the also the Russian family, a lot of what Whedon does in his cut of Justice League, he adds a lot of scenes in a sense to kind of humanize them, which doesn't always work out a lot, because he does these all weird moments where it's just like he's trying to make it funny and when it just doesn't feel right to have it funny. And honestly, it's probably just because of there's a real conflict of vision, obviously, between Snyder and Whedon. Because Snyder has it as a more very serious, darker tone kind of movie, right? And then Whedon like kind of likes to from what he does this thing a lot, like where he will there's like one powerful one powerful character, but he'll have other characters doing other stuff too that would be seemed important. Like he does it with Hawkeye, or like maybe Black Widow when in like in Avengers he'll have them go and like take care of like the smaller bad guys while you have like maybe Thor or like Hulk taking care of the bigger guys. It's like in here, or at least in his cut of Justice League, he has it so that because like Superman is fucking OP as shit in the DC cinematic universe, and he so that's why he has the Russian family in there, so that so that when Superman kicks butt, you have the Flash going in and saving the Russian family to give him something to do, right?
Yeah.
Because in his cut, it's very apparent what he cuts out for the Flash. He cuts out the whole Flash saving the world thing, which is fantastic, and I fucking love that scene. But like, I'm like, I don't know. It's just like it's a lot of studio meddling and Whedon like having a different sense of vision of how these characters would have to go. That really ruined Justice League in the first go.
Yeah.
And here because they allow Snyder to indulge himself, he gets to do whatever the fuck he wants, and now it works, you know. Do we want? Okay, so I want to say, do we want to do the plot synopsis that we usually do? Because it's a lot. I don't know if we want to actually get into
how
that.
long? It's look. The plot synopsis is only divided into 7 parts. All right, it can't be that long. All right. All right, here. Hold on, wait. Hold on, let me pull up the Wikipedia plot real quick. All right. Okay. The protagonist, Tori Oldolfter, is a meteorologist working at the Annual Meteorology Institute, who will later
Are you reading the Justice League 1997 thing? Is that what you're doing right now? Oh my god. Okay, so
the city of New Mexico tornado created by terrorists calling himself to be the Wonder Man. Well, fucking lame villain name, by the way. The Flash dissipates the tornado by using his super speed, while the other members of the JLA use their power to save citizens. All right, there you go. I start us off.
Okay,
take it from there.
Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna read to us the plot synopsis, I suppose, for Justice League Zack Snyder's cut. I guess I'll just colloquially call it from now on the Snyder cut. So
yeah, that's what we might as well call this.
Right. So I will start.
No one's calling this shit Zack Snyder's Justice League. All right. No one who in their right mind that isn't a studio show would call this Zack Snyder's Justice League. Right? Okay. Everyone is just calling this shit the Snyder Cut, alright? Okay. It's the same thing with Baby Yoda. It's like how nobody calls Baby Yoda by his real name. Gabu over Gabu Gabu over Yo Gabba Gabba, alright?
Okay, Jesus.
That's Baby Yoda's real name, by the way. Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah, it's not, but alright. It's Grogu, but alright.
Okay, that's even more stupid.
Well, okay, it's Star Wars. They have weird names always. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, let's not get too sidetracked, though, I will say. So I'm going to start it now. Thousands of years ago, Darkseid and his legions of parademons attempted to conquer Earth using the Mother Boxes. The attempt was foiled by a unified alliance of the Olympian gods, Amazons, Atlanteans, humans, and a Green Lantern. After the battle, the Mother Boxes were separated and hidden in different locations. In the present, Superman's death triggers the Mother Box's reactivation, attracting Steppenwolf, one of Darkseid's servants, to Earth. Steppenwolf, who has fallen out of favor with Darkseid, aims to regain it by gathering the boxes to form the Unity, which would terraform Earth in the likeness of their world Apocalypse. So, Steppenwolf retrieves the Mother Box from Themyscira, prompting Queen Hippolyta to warn her daughter Diana Prince, who informs Bruce Wayne. Wayne and Prince seek to form a team of metahumans to protect Earth in Superman's absence. Wayne locates Arthur Curry and Barry Allen, while Prince locates Victor Stone. Allen joins instantly, while Curry and Stone refuse. However, Stone joins after his father, Silas, and several other Star Labs members, or employees, are kidnapped by parademons seeking the humans' Mother Box. Steppenwolf attacks an Atlantean outpost to retrieve their Mother Box, forcing Curry into action. The team receives intel from Commissioner James Gordon, leading them to Steppenwolf's army in an abandoned facility under Gotham
He wants
Harbor.
those photos. He needs those photos of the
God,
parademons.
stop,
I want
stop,
photos of parademons.
Stop.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna put this in the potential title notepad.
There's another thing.
Photos of parademons.
I mean, okay, we'll get into it. I do think I have something to say that might make the title, but we'll see.
Okay.
But although the group rescues the kidnapped employees, the facility is flooded during combat, which traps the team until Curry helps delay the flood so they can escape. Stone retrieves the last mother box, which he had hidden for the group to analyze. Stone reveals that Silas used the mother box to rebuild his body after a car accident. He also reveals that the mother boxes are changed machines that unfalteringly enforce the will of their master, destroying or restoring to life without bias. The group decides to use the mother box to resurrect Superman to help fight Steppenwolf. Alan and Stone exhume Superman's body, and the group places it in an amniotic fluid of the Genesis chamber in a Kryptonian scout ship kept in Star Labs, and after Alan reactivates the mother box, an amnesiac Superman is resurrected. A confused Superman attacks the group after Stone accidentally launches an attack at him. Lois Lane, who has been regularly visiting Superman's memorial, arrives in time to calm Superman down. Together, they leave for his family home in Smallville, where he regains his memories and reunites with his mother, Martha. So, Steppenwolf attacks. Steppenwolf attacks Star Labs and retrieves the last mother box. Not letting you do it, Austin. Though Silas manages to supercharge the box with laser heat at the cost of his own life, allowing Stone to deduce its location by tracing the residual heat. Without Superman, the five heroes travel to where Steppenwolf aims to unite the mother boxes. The team fights their way through the parademons to reach the mother boxes, but cannot distract Steppenwolf enough for Stone to separate the mother boxes. God, I'm saying that so much. Superman arrives and overpowers Steppenwolf, but the boxes merge to form the Unity, causing a massive explosion. Alan enters the Speed Force and reverses time, allowing Superman and Stone to separate the mother boxes. The heroes then kill Steppenwolf and toss his body into the portal to Apocalypse, which closes. Darkseid assures his servant Desaad he will return to Earth to complete his quest for the anti-life equation. So, after the battle, Wayne, Prince, and Alfred Pennyworth agreed to set up a base of operations at the former Wayne Manor with room for more members. As the team establishes, Prince receives another message from the Amazons. Alan acquires a job in Central City's police department, which impresses his father, Henry. Stone is inspired by a message from his father to use his abilities for good. Curry bids farewell to Mera and his mentor, Nuidus Volko, as he goes to see his father, and Superman resumes his life as reporter Clark Kent and as protector of Earth. Lex Luthor, who escaped from Arkham Asylum, is visited by Slade Wilson, to whom Luthor reveals Batman's secret identity. After having a dream involving Stone...
That's right. Now he's gonna build his own league.
Yeah.
A Legion of Doom, some would say.
God,
right?
Man. God. After having...
Did he say that? I don't remember. Did he say that in the original?
He didn't.
Oh, he never said, I want to build my own Legion of Doom?
No, he never said that.
Oh, did he not? I could have sworn he said that at some point. And that felt, to be fair, that felt like a line that fucking Joss Whedon would write in for Jesse Eisenberg to say. Yes, I have my own
I don't
plan.
think no. Oh, well, actually, no, I forgot. I mean, the thing is, when I rewatched the original Justice League,
mm-hmm.
I stopped watching after the credits began to roll. If that was an after credits scene, I didn't see it.
Oh, was that scene originally an after credits scene?
Okay, but here's my thing. Because the thing is, throughout the main movie, I don't remember, like, Lex Luthor wasn't in it at all.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, if that was a scene that happens in the credits,
according to the Wikipedia, in a post-credit scene, Lex Luthor has escaped from Arkham Asylum and recruits Slade Wilson to form their own league. Oh fuck! Maybe he did say the original. We're gonna build our own League of Doom.
Oh god!
Oh fuck!
Jesus.
Oh shit! This makes them way better.
So, after having a dream involving Stone.
I can't get over it. I just can't imagine that. I just can't imagine someone actually saying that line in real life. We're gonna build our own league to go against the Justice League. Yeah. We have to build our own League of Doom. It's the dumbest thing. Okay, what we're saying.
You good? You fine? All right.
I can't get over this.
So, After having a dream involving Stone, Alan, Mara, Wilson, and the Joker and an evil Superman in a post-apocalyptic world, Wayne receives a visit from the Martian Manhunter, we need to discuss that too, who previously visited Lane disguised as Martha. Oh, yeah, thanks. Okay, that was so stupid. Anyway, he thanks Wayne for assembling the team before saying they will be in contact in preparation for Darkseid's
A League of
plans.
Justice. What is what they would call it.
Oh my god. Jesus, you're gonna be making that joke, huh?
Get over this. Get over this now. Get over how fucking stupid that line actually sounds.
Okay. So, there are at least 7 chapters or arcs in this movie.
Yeah.
They go as it says here. First chapter would be Don't Count on It, Batman. Second, it would be The Age of Heroes. 3 is Beloved Mother, Beloved Son. 4 is Change Machine. 5, All the King's Horses. 6, Something Darker. And the epilogue, A Father Twice Over.
Right. Are we gonna deep dive into all these chapters and figure out the hidden meanings behind them?
They're just all lines or like quotes that have been said within the preceding chapters.
Right. I don't know.
Like, the thing is, Don't Count on It, Batman is essentially just him trying to put together a team so that he can protect the world.
Like, he wants to put up his own team.
Yeah, right? Age of Heroes...
That's it. He's what I'm saying. Batman wants to put up his own team.
The Age of Heroes is mainly concerned with, like, finding out what's going on, like, about, like, what the invasion is about and learning about Darkseid and how he previously invaded the Earth.
That was a good flashback scene. I'm so glad we saw that. I'm so fucking glad we saw that full scene, because I remember reading about it when the original Justice League, with the theatrical cut of. All right, okay, hold on. Future context. From now on, when we talk about Justice League, we're referring to the theatrical cut, all right? When we're talking about the Snyder cut, we're just going to call it the Snyder. So that way we don't have to keep saying the theatrical version of Justice League, all right?
Okay,
right?
so theatrical cut and Snyder cut. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So speaking of, like, I remember when Justice League first came out, I was reading about how there was actually an extended version of that whole fight scene with everyone. And I was like, and then I was like, oh, what? There's an extended fight scene. There was more heroes. I was like, oh, show me that. Post that in give me that in the extended cut on the Blu-ray. Never did, and I felt like that was the biggest scam I was ever promised. I was so mad. I was like, oh boy, where's my full cut of that cool ass fight scene? Where's Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern to come in and save the day?
Yeah. Also, in just a real brief mention, you know how close Darkseid was just to becoming a Lantern?
Yeah.
He was that close, and everyone would have been screwed if he took that ring. You know. Everyone would have been screwed.
Quick, the Green Lanterns. I don't know much about the Green Lantern Society and all that, but do you think they only had enough? They could only send 2 people to defend Earth.
No,
right? You guys miss. Right? They only send like 2 people, right?
No, it's this thing where, like, the thing is, the lanterns are powerful enough, and the thing is, the rings are powerful objects on them on their own. The thing is, from what I remember, and what I was told when I asked Joseph this, a lantern is assigned to a certain quadrant in the galaxy. So, like, literally, that lantern was enough for, like, that section.
Okay, you're telling me 1 Green Lantern was enough to handle Darkseid.
No, I mean, the thing is...
someone needs to tell the Green Lanterns to reevaluate their decision. Hey, remember, the Yellow Lanterns technically don't exist yet at this point in time. I'm assuming the other spectrums don't exist yet at this point in the DCEU's history, right?
No,
I'm assuming it's only the Green Lantern so far, right?
No, but like,
they could have sent a few more guys.
Okay, no. Because the thing is, a Green Lantern's enough, but he also had everyone else with him, because he had the Olympian gods with him, the Amazons, Atlanteans, and basically the whole army of humanity.
But it's just so funny how the Green Lantern was like, they're like, all right, yeah, we'll send our guys. And they go, like, you see, like, every faction, right, bring in, like, a whole army, and they just agree. I was like, all right, you got me and Jim, all right, that's all you get, all right, we got, like, 5 minutes, I left the stove on, so we gotta make this quick, all right? I need to pick up my kids in an hour, right?
Sure,
right?
Sure.
It's just funny how like we see like this big epic fight because this big epic fight scene for the Fate universe, and the Green Lantern only just sends 2 guys, and they call it a day. Like, all right, that's good enough, right? It's funny if you think about it, right? How like, you see like this whole massive army fighting, and just 2 Green Lanterns are just there, and they're like, all right, that's good enough. Right?
Sure.
I would have liked if there was like at least a few more. Right? Maybe at least 10. I would have been fine if they gave us 10 Green Lanterns, right? Like 10 seems like a good number of Green Lanterns to the fan, but just 2. All right. I feel like the good basically the Green Lanterns are like the people you invite to dinner, right? And they ordered the most food, but they paid the least when it comes time to split the bill, okay?
Oh my god.
That's what the Green Lanterns are, okay?
Okay. So, continuing on with what the general chapters
about
are.
my Green Lantern rant.
Okay, so chapter 3, Beloved Mother, Beloved Son, that mostly concerns itself with briefly.
Yeah, Superman revival.
No,
Superman comes back.
No.
Is that when Superman comes back?
No, that's not the one.
Oh, okay. Look, this movie's pretty awesome.
Chapter 3, Beloved Mother and Beloved Son, mainly concerns itself with Victor Stone and his becoming a cyborg. And it also does briefly touch on, I believe, briefly touch on Aquaman and the Flash. Change Machine is essentially just, them learning about, like, what it does and stuff, and then, they're trying to stop, what do you call it? Steppenwolf, from gaining the mother boxes and them, fighting him off from the employees, from Star Labs. All the King's Horses mainly concerns itself with the revival of Superman, and then Something Darker mainly concerns itself with the team finally coming together and fighting to stop Steppenwolf. And the epilogue is the epilogue, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
Also,
and so,
hey. Yeah.
So that's basically it. I don't know how we want to go about doing this though. I mean, do we want to just?
I mean, we could. Well, like we always do, right? So real quick before we start, was Steppenwolf's armor always living? Was it living in Justice League?
No,
or was it only in the Snyder cut?
Right,
because I noticed that when I was watching it, right?
The theatrical cut is he's boring as hell. Snyder cut, he's awesome as hell. So
Yeah, like his armor wasn't quote unquote living, right? Like his armor kept breathing. I was like, is this a living armor you got on? Was this in the original cut, right?
Yeah, it was.
I don't know how his armor kept breathing in and out, like it was alive or something. Right? Hey, but don't worry, Dr. Doom's in this movie, so it's fine.
Dr. Doom?
Yeah, that's right, dude. That's
right. Yeah. No, what are you talking about? God. Also,
the Shed.
Wait, what? I didn't catch that.
What? The Shed, whatever that guy's name is.
The Shed. What are you talking about?
The messenger guy.
Messenger.
The one that was talking to Steppenwolf. The Sad.
The Sad? Yeah, what about the Sad?
Sad. Yeah, Dr. Doom is what I'm calling him.
What are you talking about? What in any way does he remind you of Dr. Doom?
Look, he has like this giant metal face, Look, in Search and Scene, I legitimately thought it was Dr. Doom, and I have to remind myself that wasn't Dr. Doom.
Okay, sure, all right, but
All right.
Okay, so I mean, I really do want to know how we're gonna do this.
All right. Do we just go through this movie scene by scene and we just point out, or do we just?
I mean, the thing is, I think it's fine if we talk into. I think maybe we talk in general, in broadly in general, in generalizations, and then we talk about specific scenes that have really impressed us and really just made it really show how this one's better compared to the theatrical cut.
Yeah. Not like how Dr. Doom was in this movie.
Okay, so I mean, the thing is, okay, stop. But like, a real big positive for me, if anything, is just like we got a very good and coherent story, and surprisingly, it is actually a very good movie.
Yeah.
I know there was a lot of people who basically hate on the movie, and so that's usually because they're like either. You do, like, there were comments I've been reading, like, on fucking Reddit, where it's like, oh, yeah, well, Batman, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, some random shit, right?
That's right. I mean, his power is being rich. The greatest superpower of all, right? Nothing can beat that superpower. If they have a better power than being rich, you can't. You can't.
Okay.
The Green Lanterns can't create money. Nice construct of fake money, nerd.
Sure.
Well, welcome to Act 2. This is Act
Okay,
2 now
no.
of the spoiler
No,
cast.
stop.
It worked. Everything worked. That's how it all ties in. Like the Snyder Cut, we are many different acts.
Oh my god.
Right?
Yeah, hopefully not. But can you imagine just us doing 7 parts on this? Good lord.
Oh my god. Hey, I could keep cutting stuff, right? And then just insert audio of me yelling, "Act!" Right? Like insert me yelling, "Welcome to Act 2! Welcome to Act 3!
No, stop.
Well, we're now in Act 3 of the spoiler cast, alright?
Sure.
Act 2 was the establishment of the acts. Act 3 is the beginning of acts.
Okay, sure. Okay, so I guess in speaking in generalizations, I guess this is part 3, generalizations.
That's exactly.
God. So I think so major things that the Snyder Cut does well, or does right, and does very much better. Essentially everything.
Yeah.
The thing is, it does better job in terms of pacing and telling a coherent story. And it really should, because it has 4 hours to do that. So
Yeah. Well, here's the problem, right? Right. Here's my problem with the way these are, right? Because the problem is we don't have separate movies for these characters.
Yeah.
Right? And so they have to shoehorn all that into this movie, right? It's like the problem where the Avengers had it, right? Right, going back to 2012 Avengers and DMC. Right, I really don't want to compare and contrast this with them because I really want they should be in their own right.
Yeah.
Right? In their own right to be judged. But the problem is with the way that the Avengers didn't have to worry about all that was they had separate movies for everyone to be like, oh boy, yo, check out here's our Flash. I mean, not Flash. Here's the Iron Man movie. Here's the Thor movie. Here's the was Iron Man 2 out before?
Iron Man
Avengers?
Was out after.
No, Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2.
I want to say it was out.
Iron Man 2 out before Avengers?
I want to say that. I could be wrong.
Did Iron Man get 2 movies before the other Avengers? Oh, fuck. In Phase 1? Holy
Possibly.
shit. Damn, Iron Man. See, that's the power of money. You get 2 solo movies before your big team-up movies. Right? That was the problem. So I understand, this movie was 4 hours, but, a majority was, in fact, backstory that they had to establish for these characters, right? Because we think about movies are made for Easy Joe, Everyday Joe, and Susan who don't read comic books, right? Like if you think about it from a comic book, you and me know who these characters are, and they were like we know what the deal with Victor Stowe, with the Barry Allen, Diana Prince, and all. We know their whole chicks and their deal, right? The problem is this movies. Right, have to be treated as a completely different medium and a different audience, right? And you have to assume that the audience are idiots and they never fucking heard of the Flash or Batman, right? That's why every movie we gotta keep showing Batman's parent dying. I can't wait to see how Robert Pattinson's Batman parents die in his movie. I hope they get shot. It will be a big twist if they get shot in their origin, right?
Man.
What do you think the twist? What do you think? How do you think Batman parents are gonna die in the Batman movie? What is your theory on that?
They live.
Oh, they live. Look, that sounds like Flashpoint all of a sudden. You're slowly becoming Flashpoint. It was me, Barry. I was the one that reversed the time stream. I was the one that released the Sweeney cut.
Oh no. Oh my god. It was Reverse Flash all along. Oh my god.
Where's the notepad of titles?
The titles are gonna keep coming, man. I swear to you. Oh my god, that's horrible.
So that's I just said this movie. I do like the fact it was a 4-hour movie. But the problem is, I didn't think this part of the fact that it was 4 hours. Was the majority was spent on backstory that they had to fill it for the audience, right? To let everyday Joes and Susan be like, all right, here's the backstory of blank X, 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 and Y, right? Yeah. I feel like all this was it was like if DC did the more coherent thing instead of just making the one big team up movie right away. Right? Make the individual movies, or just fuck the audience, right? Or they could have done what I think every studio should do: say, fuck the audience, right? And just acknowledge that they already exist and don't worry about it. That's why I like Spider-Man so much, because they said fuck the audience so hard, and they didn't give us the the Spider-Man story of like, all right, like here's just Spider-Man, like we don't need to go through this, right?
I mean, the thing is, a lot of that, what you're and very rightly criticizing. A lot of that is honestly just because the studio execs really wanted to get this out. That's very much apparent.
Yeah.
Because like.
Yeah. Wait. If they hold on, when was Justice League was what 20?
It's in 2017.
2017. If Warner Bros. Just waited 4 years, they could have just released this movie and called it a day.
They really could have.
Right.
But the thing is, it's very apparent that Warner Brothers saw the success that Disney had with the Marvel universe, the cinematic universe, and so they really wanted to step in and cash in on that. That's very apparent.
Yeah, they were trying to catch up, but the problem is the reason why Marvel was which again I really don't want to be because they took time. They had the whole roadmap planned out, right? And it's like, what was it? Hold on, how long was it before Justice League? It was what? Man of Steel.
It was Man of Steel, then it went to Batman vs. Superman.
Oh, right away, Jesus Christ.
And then it was Justice League.
Was that the third?
No, I mean, it had Wonder Woman in between, but then it was Justice League.
Suicide Squad, okay, look at it. Suicide Squad doesn't count, okay.
Yeah, no one counts Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad doesn't fucking count. As the film. Yeah, they literally, it was like 4 movies in and we already get the big team up movie, right? Right? That's really bad, right? It's like if you were Jesus, right? And you just, and if you're like 3 chapters in, you meet Judas, your best friends, who would never betray you, right? Like that.
Yeah.
Go back. That's a callback to Act 1, by the way. The Age of Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh, no. Part 1 is don't count on it, Jesus. Act 2 was the Age of Acts.
Oh my god, part 2.
Welcome to part 3.
Well, part 3, fucking Revelations.
Beloved MCU, beloved DCEU.
There you go, that's better. I thought we were gonna keep going with the biblical references, but that's okay. No, but for real, it's just like they really wanted to rush it, and so like the thing is, I understand why Batman vs Superman was built the way it was now, because the thing is they really wanted to like the thing is, Zack Snyder has been tasked with the very unfortunate thing that he's trying to make a movie, but also establish a set of other characters that would potentially spin off of this one, right? And that does hamper it. Also, and because of that, I think that's why, like, I still very much hate what he did, but that's probably why he brings in like what's his name? That's why he brings in Doomsday, which is very early on, and honestly, he shouldn't have popped in as soon as he did, but well, he did, and it was just very unfortunate, but so that's kind of why that happened, because it comes to me in my head, it's just like, oh, Zack had this like, okay, you want it out as quickly as possible, you want us to get to Justice League as soon as possible, well, here's how we're gonna have to do it. And so so he looks at it and he's like, okay, so we just kill we have Batman regret killing Superman, and Superman sacrifices himself for the sake of humanity. And inspired by this, Batman basically decides, okay, I'm not gonna let his sacrifice go to waste, and then I'm gonna go and build a team so that so to make up for the mistakes I made against Superman, right? So that's his whole thing, and then Lex Luthor is there to kind of push things forward. Doomsday is its whole horrible thing, which I like. I still don't like the whole Doomsday thing, but That's kind of why it's built the way it is, because Warner Bros. Really wanted us to get into
they realized they were like, well, they realized they had to do so much catch up, even though they fucking never planned it, right?
And it's just like you really didn't need to rush at all. And my door's being open. Yes.
Oh, is it Joseph?
Joseph ran away. All right, cool.
What did Joseph want?
I don't know. He just came in and he was going to.
Did Joseph handed you the spear?
No, he did not hand
the spear,
me.
but it was
no,
really
stop.
a lance.
But no, yeah. So that's the thing. It's a very apparent thing. But honestly, it's just like Justice League almost makes up for. I mean, it's the Snyder cut, right? It almost makes up for it, you know. Because it's actually really good. But the thing is, a lot of the background wouldn't have been necessary if they went the Disney route. Which is fair criticism. On topic of criticisms, though, I think a major one. I mean, this is very gratuitous in its violence, and it makes sense. I mean, the thing is, they're like that in the comics too. I still kind of disagree on how they used Batman in here a little bit, because like Batman is not a guy who kills, but he's kind of killing all the aliens in this. It's cool and all, don't get me wrong.
I mean, that didn't stop him in Batman v Superman.
No, yeah. Also, never
forget that body count in Batman v Superman.
Yeah, that's also. This
is a universe where Batman is fine with using a gun.
Yeah, I know. That's also a problem too. I mean, his version of the thing is, his version of Batman is fine in the sense that okay. Well, here's the thing. It could have been fine if we had a Batman movie where it's like his loss of faith in humanity was explained, right? But instead, they kind of had to do that in Batman vs Superman. But it's like you're getting a good bit of background. But the thing is, the way it's resolved is kind of rather done a little too quickly, I think, is the thing. Also, the Martha thing doesn't help too.
Yeah.
So there's that. We start him in the middle of a story, but it would have been this would have been a lot better if we had his beginning separately from the whole Batman v Superman thing. Let's see. So of the another of the criticisms, so I mean, the killing's fine for the most part. I think Batman's just a little off to me.
Yeah.
Because
it's fine for Batman to kill.
Sure.
Right? Nothing's stopping Batman from killing to begin with.
As long as it's not humans, it's fine. If it's aliens, it's okay.
Yeah, look. It's not like Batman has a strict moral code or lore or myth. You just he doesn't have any of that stuff. You just have him kill, all right? No, nothing's stopping you, all right? It's not like he had like extensive lore history or any of that stuff, all right? Don't know where I'm trying to lead with this, by the way.
Yeah, but. I don't know. Don't worry, we'll find out.
I was trying to lead with that. I'm just saying, Batman can kill, alright? Okay. Alright? I'm just saying that, okay?
Another criticism, and one that I think is, kind of valid, is the slow motion, and I mean, I don't want to call it pretentious. I don't still think it's a good usage. The thing is, he'll have often, an example is, he'll have, a slow motion scene of, Aquaman just walking towards the pier to jump off into the ocean and stuff, and it's all slow motion. You have rock music playing in the background, but no.
Remember, fucking Warner Bros. It's been trying to refix the image of Aquaman, even though everyone knows the biggest fucking loser in the entire DC comic book base is Hawkman, because he gets cock. All right, that goes back to another video we did. Once again, I want to make the audience know my extreme distaste for the character of Hawkman and what a fucking loser he is. Okay.
Yeah.
I really have a vendetta against Hawkman.
Yeah, so I see.
I would take any chance I get to just shit talk about Hawkman and what a fucking loser he is, alright?
God, man. I see. I think a major...
I write that in my journal every day, how much I hate Hawkman.
So you just wake up, you take your journal off your bed, today I had another dream about hating Hawkman. Oh, how I hate him.
No, I take out my daily plan, and I'm plan for today, 9 a.m., brush teeth, 9:03 a.m., hate Hawkman, 9:04 a.m., bowl and cereal, milk and cereal. 9:07. Hate Hawkman.
Oh my god! It's just you're about to become that meme where it's there's that guy who's sitting doing something. Oh well, look at the time. It's just you, and you're oh look at the time. The clock is just hate Hawkman at every fucking number.
I just want to be. I just don't know how much. Because the problem is that Aquaman's image has been ruined, but due to the fact that due to the early '60s, right, when they depict Hawkman as like this comical character and all that fucking shit of him being a water guy talking to fish and all that, and that ruined his public image, right? Like DC is still trying to fix his public image of. Has been trying to fix the public image of Hawkman for like the last 20 years, right? And they still haven't been able to fix that, right? I really wish if I could go back in time and stop anything back in history. Hey, instead of making Aquaman the butt of the joke, make Hawkman the butt of the joke, alright? Right? Fix, right? Don't make Hawkman the fucking loser out of the Justice Society of America or whatever the fuck, right? I hate Hawkman.
Yeah, so I see.
Aquaman's cool. Aquaman's a character I like. He's actually a good character. Alright?
But, like, God.
Okay.
Fucking rant that took, like, fucking 5 minutes.
Look, I would never give up the opportunity to rant about how much I hate Hawkman, right? And and to all the Joes and the Susan every day who keeps making fun of Aquaman, look up what a fucking loser Hawkman is before you make fun of Aquaman, alright? I would rather be Aquaman than Hawkman, alright?
But yeah.
Okay, can we rename this activating Hawkman?
Look, man, this is our Snyder cut, okay? This is our Snyder cut. We can name it whatever the fuck we want.
Hold on. Do I really want to go through the effort of time stamping these ages in the YouTube video, right? Because you can do that on YouTube now. Yeah. How you can time.
You can do like.
Right, like I just go through it, and I time stamp all this to the ages we had so far, right? And then everyone who looks at them and like, what the fuck are these? What the fuck are these ages? Right?
That'd be great, honestly. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
So I think another like. Okay, so there's a slow-mo, there's the usage of music. Like, there's this thing with Wonder Woman where they had, like, this whole ancient...
Oh, sorry, we're on slow-mo, I forgot how we got to this point.
I mean, so there's the slow-mo, which is a thing if...
I do have something to say about slow-mo. I'll let you finish.
No, because I was going to go into, I was going into music, but so say your thing right now, and we'll be done with the slow-mo.
All right, so here's the thing. I'm fine with slow-mo if you use it correctly and it's appropriate, right? I talked about this earlier. I feel like slow-mo should legitimately only ever be used for speedster fucking type of movie. Like when Barry Allen does his slow-mo of his perception, or that makes sense because he's the Flash and all that and everything. Yeah. So he knows what's up. Right, and stuff going back to what you're talking about with Wonder Woman and right, like that makes sense it will be appropriate for right there to use it because it makes sense for Wonder Woman how she's actually fast as fuck and everything, right? Right, and when she does the whole bust, I'm like, but when we go to the dumb stuff, like, oh boy, check out Aquaman, his cool slow-mo shot. We gotta fix his public image. He had to hire a PR firm. Oh, by the way, he littered. Did you know? Someone pointed out to me how he just littered in that scene. Oh, did he? Right, protector of the ocean. Yeah, remember he drinks the bottle of Corona beer or Heineken or whatever. Fuck. Then he just throws it in the ocean. Amazing. Right? Yeah, look, savior, protector of the 7 seas. All right.
It's okay, you can clean it up later.
Alright, but yeah, that's just my bit about slow. Where like slow motion is fine if you use it, as long as you don't over exaggerate it or use it for every potential scene, right? Like right, like if you use it for appropriate set piece, like the Flash doing his stupid Flash stuff, right? Right, and all that stuff.
I mean, there are moments where he just uses it in a gratuitous fashion where I'm just like, it's just not alright if you're doing it here, man. Again, like the Aquaman thing. So there's this usage of music that he does a lot where I just don't feel like it's necessary. I mean, one moment that is fine with me is, again, the scene with Flash when he kind of rescues Iris. That was fine. There is this thing where, again, with the Arthur thing, or Aquaman, I mean, where Aquaman is walking off the pier in slow motion, you have a song playing, it's like, okay, Snyder, I get it, And it's just like there's this interesting thing where now this is more a case of like, oh, this wasn't pre-established, so the usage of it just suddenly getting in here is very fucking weird, and it took me a while to get used to it. Is like when like because here's the thing. In terms of when it appears, like it's Wonder Woman fighting off against terrorists, right? And basically she's going back out into the world and doing her thing again. So. During this, you have like when she busts through the door, you have music playing that just seems so odd because it doesn't fit. It wasn't established previously, right? Where it's like ancient lamentation music playing, as I saw in the subtitles, right?
Yeah.
And so you hear like this choir thing happening, right? And like, what? Hello. Also, it also happens when they first show Wonder Woman up on like the top of the building or whatever, looking down and seeing the situation, and it's just like, why? This is so weird, right? And then when she starts fighting, they start playing her actual theme with the guitar and everything, right? And you're like, okay, yeah, we're back to this, but then you get like the random choir happening. It's like, why? And it doesn't. Like, and I'm sitting here like, this doesn't fit Wonder Woman at all, right? But then it's just like the next scene that happens after she's like comforting like the students, like, oh, it's like, are you okay? You can be whatever you want to be, you know, like when she's talking, which is a very nice addition to Wonder Woman, right? But anyway, they in the next scene go to the Amazons, right? And so they're protecting the mother box, like, oh, something's wrong with the mother box, right? And during this whole when Steppenwolf comes in, he goes try to take the box and everything. They play the ancient lamentation music again. But in here, I'm not so much annoyed. I'm like, oh, that's why you're using it, because it's the Amazon theme, you know. And so it's just like, I'm like, oh, that makes so much more sense now. But it's like later on, it's kind of weird whenever it happens with Wonder Woman because it wasn't previously established. But by the end of it, I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, I can see why you would put this here now. And it's just like, and especially, like, the thing is, the one time I'm like, okay, yeah, this works now. It's basically when she kind of kills Steppenwolf by slicing off his head and shit, right? And I took that as like, oh, yes, vengeance for the Amazons, right? That kind of thing. Yeah. And so I'm like, it was just very weird for that music to happen. But it's just like, it's, aside from that, it's like there's also other times when he uses music and it just doesn't kind of fit to me. Another criticism I would have with it is also like the team banter is okay, and that's the thing I think Snyder, not Snyder. That's the thing I think Whedon does better in the theatrical cut a bit, is that the banter works a lot better in that one, right? Yeah. Because the thing is, it's like well, except for a few things, like the brunch thing. That was weird. But aside from that, it's just like he like, from the banter that was originally put into the film, it works better in the sense that, like, it's just like there's a better flow and a better pacing with it, right? Because the thing is, the banter kind of lends itself in the sense that it's a bit lighthearted, and so Whedon kind of works better in the sense when there's a lighter tone to the film, which is why it works well in his version, because his is a lighter tone. His movie doesn't work overall as a thing, but in terms of banter, the lighter tone helps, and it makes the banter work. In here, though, Snyder treats everything very seriously, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. I'm gonna say right now, it's not a bad thing that he treats this, like, the heroes treat the situation as serious as it is, because it is a very serious situation. It is a situation where they're like, okay, we have to stop potential Armageddon here, okay? And the fact that they take it so seriously is fine. It works. But whenever you have the banter in, it feels off-putting and very at odds with the tone of the film. You know?
It feels out of place.
It feels out of place. Right? And the thing is, it does give a chuckle at times, you know? Like, the thing is, with, like, Flash, and I know some have issues with Flash's intro in this. Flash, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's kind of funny, you know? But it's just like, in here, it's like the seriousness of the situation for this character isn't established ahead of time. You know, we know there's serious things going on, but the Flash, and it's like, oh yeah, his humor and stuff is fine, right? But then later on, like, he is the comedic relief. Barry is kind of like that. He just makes jokes all the time. But it's just like, again, it's just like he works because he's the comedic relief. But when he's bantering off of other characters, or when they're making jokes in a serious situation, it's very odd. Like, the thing is, especially like when they're digging up Superman, like, he's trying to make a joke like with like about Wonder Woman. It's like he thinks she'd be into younger guys, and then Cyborg's like, you know, everyone's a young guy compared to her. But it's a very serious situation. Also, with the fact that they're digging up Superman, it's just like it's off compared to everything else. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we have the best time to talk about hitting on someone is digging up someone else's body, right? If we ever to grave rob, right? I'm not saying that we do grave robbing, right? But I'm just putting up the idea, right? Right, of grave robbing, right? If we were to grave rob, all right, I feel like that would be the best time to make off-topic banters, all right? Like, hey, you ever hear the story about Jesus and his friend Judas? Heard they were great friends, you know, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, didn't we make the... Okay, you have to remind me. Didn't we make the joke about grave robbing before?
Have we done jokes about grave robbing before? I want to
say something about gachas. I think it was the thing.
Oh yeah, I mean we talked about gacha.
No, yeah, wasn't we said? I think we said something about gachas being like grave robbing being the first gacha game or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was in our Common Writer. Hey, like the multiverse. That's in our Common Writer discussions where we talk about the Tokusatsu universe. That's how we tie it all back in. The extended universe, some would say.
But yeah, that's one of the few negatives here. I'm trying to think if there's any other negatives in the sense of anything. There, cuts linger too much. Sometimes the shots last for too long. Again, this is just him kind of indulging in himself with it, so I guess it's fine. I don't know. I think that's kind of the. Oh no. Okay, I almost forgot. There is a thing with Martha and Lois Lane where you get scenes of them where they kind of like. They slow the pacing of the film down for a bit, you know, and so it's like, they kind of like they're there to kind of remind us of their grieving, but honestly, I felt like the thing is, they kind of put in certain scenes where it's just like, oh yeah, don't forget about Lois, you know, and stuff like that.
Yeah, we gotta put Lois back.
And I get it because she's important later on because of when Superman becomes revived and shit. I think a major one is Martian Manhunter. I think is a very major criticism for me too. But the thing is, you have this like nice scene, right? Okay, so the thing is, Lois, like Martha is visiting Lois, and she's like, "Oh, I heard you weren't working and stuff. You know, I heard you like kind of stuck, you know, in the past, that kind of thing. You're kind of like sad over my son's like, oh yeah, well you have to just move on. You just promise me one thing." Promise me that you'll move on and then you'll move forward in life, that kind of thing, right? And it's a very nice scene, right? Where you get Martha and like kind of like talking with grieving. Like Lois, and they're both, you know, they're both grieving. They're both
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And so it's like it's a very nice scene, right? Where they kind of bond over that, and they're both determined to move on, and that was fine. But then the genuineness of the conversation immediately undercuts itself with the reveal that Martha was actually Martian Manhunter. I'm like,
was it Martha or was that Lois? I couldn't tell. Scene's too fucking dark. Oh. Because this hallway's unironically really
It is dark. Unironically really
It doesn't help the fact that he's in a dark hallway, so I couldn't tell who was actually. I legitimately thought that was Lois Lane in the hallway. Was it Lois Lane?
No, it was Martha.
Or was it not Martha Cat? Oh, was it Martha Cat? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that's even worse.
And so it's like, he's like, you get the reveal that Martha was actually, like, in this scene, was actually Martian Manhunter. And then Martian Manhunter is like, the world needs you, Lois.
It was Martian Manhunter the entire time.
And I'm like, why would you undercut the genuine emotion of that scene with this? It's very forced in with Martian Manhunter. Even at the end of the movie when he's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna, hey man, you did a good job. I'll keep in touch.
Why couldn't they just bring back the lieutenant, the character that Martian Manhunter's being what's his name? Not Martian Man, the character he's impersonating, he's the general or whatever,
he's a
right?
General, I think. I'm trying to look at the list of names here, see if he pops up.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for it too. This cast is too fucking long. Harry. Calvin Swanswick.
Maybe?
Yeah. Calvin Swanswick, right? I feel like, why can't we just, instead of being marked up, why could it have just been the captain, right? Because we established that these characters have a history,
No, but
right?
The thing is, I think even then, if he was just trying to talk to her like that, it wouldn't work. Because if only because it's like it felt like the genuine talk should be what's the name? It should be Martha and Lois, right? Because the thing is, even though they know each other, they don't. There's not enough between the two for a genuine conversation like that to happen anyway.
Once again, going back to the fact, I don't remember what happens in Batman v Superman or Man of Steel about how deep these characters.
No, yeah, I did the thing and rewatched a lot of the like I skipped Wonder Woman, but I rewatched Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. So I rewatched this and I'm like, yeah, no, they don't have enough of a thing.
Okay. I thought for some reason, I thought they had a way deeper character.
No, they don't.
Of what's going on. Okay, they don't. Okay then. All right, that makes sense. But it's still pretty a dick thing he did.
Yeah,
that's
I'm like, why would you do
Martian
that,
Manhunter.
man? That's so weird. It's just like
Right, what would happen now when Lois meets up with Martha later, and she was like, "Hey, good talk yesterday."
Yeah,
right?
and then she's like,
right?
"What the fuck are you talking about?" That's
right.
Yeah, I'm like, that's so dumb. I'm like, and also like, it's just like a very forced way to put Martian Manhunter in. Also, like, I'm so pissed.
That scene that's definitely a reshot scene, right? I'm pretty sure the original scene.
I don't think so.
Right? Because I think I remember.
I don't think so.
Was originally in Justice League.
No.
Right? Wasn't that scene originally in Justice League?
No. Their whole talk possibly. I can't quite recall because of all the movies, Justice League is the vaguest one. Justice League is honestly vague to me.
Oh, because I know you said you rewatched this, so I assume you remember it, right? Because I'm pretty sure this original conversation was in Justice League.
Because here's the thing, Austin.
Right, the original.
Because the thing is, I remember bits of Justice League, but with the way it was edited and stuff, I don't remember everything from Justice League. It's honestly like
because for some reason I feel like the whole Martian Man was a reshot scene that they edited in, right? Because I'm pretty sure if I remember, the original scene was legitimately Martha and Lois having the conversation.
Oh no, yeah,
right?
I think so, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, that was fine. It was like one of the few good things, I think. Again, I don't remember too much from the theatrical cut. But in here it was
but the insertion of Justice League here is too fucking weird, right? It really makes no sense for it to review. Like they could have really just saved it towards the end, and just do it normally,
No, but here's the thing. That's what also kind of pisses me off about with Martian Manhunter's inclusion, because I'm like, because.
Hey, by the way, he's throwing out a founding member to
No,
Justice League. They did him dirty again.
No.
They need to stop this. They need to stop doing this to the Martian Man. He already gave up everything, right? And you kicked him out.
Oh my God.
You fucking Warner Bros. You fiend.
No, but here's my thing, Austin. Here's the thing. Because I'm like, if he's involved in this movie, then why didn't he help out during the thing? Where was he? The thing is, because he's aware of Lois and everything, he would have been aware of what's going on. Like, what's he doing? Why don't you help out in the fight? Where are you? They could have helped. They could have used your help.
Look, he was assembling his own team, all right? A team of a society, if you will.
I'm so mad at you. I'm so mad. This is like Martian Manhunter is just so forced in. I'm like you could cut him out and we would have saved some time. Honestly.
Yeah, I really don't think they needed to have that scene of him. The reveal, the quote unquote reveal, they really could have just saved it in at the end and it would still been the same impact, honestly. That scene really just ruined that moment if you think about it now, right?
It just ruins everything about it.
Like I give it that was a good conversation, but then you're like, ooh, Martian Man just gaslighting Lois. Now he's just gaslighting. They should change it to the Martian Gaslighter. Oh, hold on.
The Martian Gaslighter? Oh my God.
Hey, welcome to Act 4. Change Gaslight.
Oh my God. No more gaslighting. God. Oh yeah. So Okay, so
right? They should have just saved him towards the end of the reveal and do the whole stupid Nick Fury bullshit, right? Like in the original. Once again, I don't want to be doing it. Don't be don't want to be silly. Like did how Nick Fury would shut up at the end of Iron Man of the first original Iron Man. Like, hey, yo, I got a proposal for you, Mister Tony. What's the Tony Stank? We gotta build a team and all that.
What are you saying? What are you saying, Austin? Good God.
Yeah, that's what Stan Lee called him in that movie at the end of that movie, right?
Yeah.
But like I was saying, yeah, we literally should just have Martian Panther shut up, like cut out that scene what really is bad in context now. Should have just have him stay for the. I guess the only thing he wanted to do was to reveal that he was the fucking the Colonel character, but I was like, why does he have to transfer from Martha to Colonel to Martian Manhunter, right? I mean, that's already pretty fucking stupid. At that point, he would have just changed from Martha to Martian Manhunter at that point, right? Why does he have to go in between stage, right? That makes way this scene actually makes worse. It's actually worse now if you keep thinking about it, right? In context, right?
I mean, it's just like, why would you even do that? What's the point, man? It's just like, who you're showing it off. I know you're showing it off to the audience, but realistically, there's no point. There's no point to that at all.
Yeah, it's really bad now. Now that I think about it, right? How bad it has. Like, they should just have him appear at the end and do the whole big. Oh, Batman, time to build the team. We gotta build the team. We're about to live in a society, you know?
Yeah.
Right?
It's such a thing. I think besides... I'm trying to think if there's anything else that...
Yeah, like, just save the whole fucking Martian Manhunter reveal and all that stuff towards the end when he makes his big appearance.
Yeah, like, he could have been like, oh, yeah, sorry I wasn't here to help. I was off on Mars. I think that's it on criticisms, possibly, unless they pop up later in my head. But I don't think there's like too big of a deal with those. I think from now on, I think it's like better positives of the movie compared to the theatrical cut. So I guess we'll go from here. I guess you can call this part 5.
Part 5. Okay.
I don't know. You can come up with a name for it. I don't know.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We don't have to name the parts now. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah. Part 5. We'll figure it out. So.
Part 5. That's the part 5. We'll figure it out.
Yes. Oh yeah. So one thing that this movie does better is Steppenwolf, right? So aside from the more intimidating badass armor, right?
Yeah. Okay, wait, real quick before we get to. Did we know Steppenwolf's original plan in Justice League, or was it just I gotta collect the MacGuffin device, right?
Yeah.
Because this movie actually explored the reason why he wants the mother box, right? Because I'm trying to remember. Because in the original, he's just like, hey, give me those MacGuffin device. Yum.
In the theatrical cut, there's this weird vague thing where he's like, oh, like he treats the mother boxes as his own mother. It's kind of weird, and he's like, these parademons are like. I controlled them through fear or whatever, and then he ends it like he the way he's killed is like you smell that fear, and then they leave his fate unknown. It's weird.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole thing, and it's dumb, and I hated it in the theatrical cut. In the original, in the Snyder cut here, though, they really have it so that Steppenwolf.
Yeah, it's an actual motivation.
Yeah, he's like this. He's out of the Darkseid's good graces, and he's just really trying to get back into it. He's simping for Darkseid here, and so
Yeah, pretty much.
So anyway, so he simps for Darkseid, and he's like, I'm gonna get some boxes for Daddy Darkseid, and hopefully he'll come back and let me back in the squad or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah. Right.
Fuck. So in here, what they do better besides giving him the character giving him the motivation, is that they really make him work for finding the mother boxes, right? Because a very big criticism I had of the theatrical cut was that he found the mother boxes so fast, and he got them all in basically 5 minutes. It wasn't hard for him at all to get the mother boxes at all, right? And so in here, it's just like it's fun. Like it's like he actually takes his time to find the mother boxes and actually work for them. And throughout his fighting of them, he actually what they do. What's interesting when they add into plot wise is that they add in the anti-life equation. So I don't.
Yeah, that's an important thing. That's an important thing for Darkseid.
That's his entire thing. I don't know. You're aware of it, right? Anti-Life.
Wait. Remember, I'm not an average Joe or a Jerry Susan. That's the name I'm
Jesus.
referring to these to generic people who does it.
Oh my god. But yeah, it's just like it's this whole thing where sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there for a second. What was it again? No, don't you do it because I'm gonna keep forgetting. I'm trying to remember here. No, yeah, they have him work for it where he hunts down Atlanteans. He has this thing that'll search memory for the mother box. He just goes around looking for them. He has the parademons like searching around for people who have actually been near the mother box, so that he can go in and interrogate them. He doesn't. He's trying to find people who actually seen or been around the mother box, and he'll go from there. So that was a cool major thing. So Steppenwolf is a lot better in this. One major thing that is a lot better here is Cyborg. Because the thing is with Cyborg is like in the theatrical cut, he's treated as more of a plot device, and he has no real character at all. It's very small and vague, right? And it's like, oh, he has an origin story, but they don't bother exploring it in here either. In the Snyder cut, though, they give you some time, right, to really give you a sense of his character. Yeah. You know that like Victor is a very good person. Like he's a genius and stuff. He plays on a football team. He's the captain of the football team, right? But aside from that, he actually it's like when his mother is in the principal's office talking about what he did, and he hacks into the school system to change the grades for his friend, and then she's like, oh yeah, well, I know about that, and the reason for that is because he has a good heart, because his friend lost his friend, they lost their homes, and like in a situation like that, how can his friend possibly earn any passing grades? Because that's honestly like a major thing for a kid to go through, and it's like, yeah, it would be hard for a kid to keep their grades up. And so Victor, knowing this, is like, oh, I'll help her out, right? So he's found out, but then like his mother literally just defends her son as a good mother should, and it's like, hey, how about instead of like criticizing my son, how about you take a deep look at yourself and see how you fucked up? And
that's right. Criticize the school system. Is it the school system fault or the children's fault? Right.
But it was a legitimately great thing to see, and then you see like that's intercut with like scenes of like Victor basically playing in a football game, right? And then his mother's there, and she's like, "Yes, you won the game," and everything. It's like a very nice moment, but then they pan and it's like, oh, his father's not there, right? And then they had this very emotional talk, where they're talking about their about what's this guy's name? Because I don't want to keep saying father because it's not exactly a thing. What's his name here?
The teacher or
basically Victor's father.
Yeah, Silas.
Is it Silas?
Yeah, Silas Stone, right?
Oh, yeah. So Silas, right? Yeah, Silas Stone, right? And so they're basically having this really sad, this sad talk, right? But his mother's like, they're just encouraging him, and then during that moment, that's when the car crash happens, and then it cuts to like basically you find out how Cyborg became had that accident happen in the first place, and then you learn why Silas did what he does with his son and stuff, and it's very sad. And then throughout this moment, he starts to learn throughout his frustration and grief, with his father and with his situation, he listens to a recorder from his father, and with that he starts to learn to explore his powers and stuff, and then and then as his father gives that talk, it's also intercut with other scenes with him learning how to fly, flying everywhere. Him hacking, and then he hacks a bank account, and
and helped his family, which is a good moment.
Yeah.
It shows his character.
It shows his
right?
character because this is like he helps this woman who just has nothing in her bank account. He gives her some money and basically helps make her life better.
Take that, Mr. Wayne.
After he
can't wait to Bruce Wayne repost that woman's fucking money back and then slaps interest on
Jesus.
her and takes away what else she has left.
Oh my god! Oh no, that's really sad if that happens. Oh my god.
Hey, look. Bruce Wayne promised me an electric car, alright? Where is the electric car, Bruce?
Oh my god. But like, yeah, that's like, it's a very nice way to show off his character, right? But it also shows like, it also shows that tension between him and his father. Because they never really had a close relationship because of how like he's always off somewhere, like his father's off somewhere. So it really makes him the main character of this movie, you know? Because a lot of it is really just about him, and that's fantastic. Because a lot of it, like all of the events that happen, really mainly affect Cyborg a lot because he is tied to the story and with the mother boxes, and so with that,
it's important.
Yeah, and so it's really really fucking good, and like that's what I like. If this was in the theatrical cut, the movie would have been a lot better just from that alone. Because it's honestly really fucking good.
Yeah, because it shows his character.
Yeah, it really builds his character. It made me like his character and like.
Yeah, because they're right. Because in Justice League, they never show anything about his character.
In the theatrical cut, it's very vague and they don't really do much for any of the.
Because I would never scenes of like him looking out the window. Because I remember the Wonder Woman confrontation. It's like, okay, that's it. And then all of a sudden he's like, all right, I'm in. Let me join the team. Put me in, coach.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's just like he doesn't do much here, but I mean, like.
Watching through the Snyder cut, looking at all the one of the big notice takeaway was in fact there's a lot of scenes dedicated to Cyborg and his character, right? In contrast to like the other characters, like we get stuff like we get, I think like the only extended stuff for the Barry Allen the Flash was like him visiting his dad and
his visit with his dad is the same.
Oh wait, was that it? Was that in the Snyder cut? I mean the theatrical cut. Oh fuck, I don't really. Yeah. Okay, so it was just.
No, I mean the thing they add for the Flash is basically the intro scene where he's going for a job interview and then he has a set.
Yeah, when he meets Iris.
Also, I fucking love that scene a lot. I mean, I know why some people will get annoyed because with his character, he's like, oh, he kind of talks a lot, and I know some people would be annoyed, but I'm like, yeah, he's a nervous kid, and he kind of portrays himself like with this kind of ADHD effect here. So I'm like, yeah, I get it, and it's fine for me. I mean, I can understand why other people are not.
I mean, it makes sense from his character.
It makes sense with his character. I feel, if anything, because like. ADHD. It's kind of a thing where he's like their mind goes a mile a minute, and so it's hard for them to pay attention onto one thing, right? And so it helps kind of add to that for his character here. It's not what what you traditionally expect from Barry's character, like in the comics or anything. But here, I like it. I'm fine with it, But I can also understand why it would grate on some people. But it's fine for me. I fucking love that scene. I love the slow motion and like how he's just running and everything. It's honestly fucking great.
I'll keep that for my Barry Allen section as we go through the movie. Yeah. As we continue talking.
I mean, for the Flash, that's not the Flash. There's that for Cyborg. So Cyborg's very much a main character in this, and he's a fucking great character. And I'm so sad that we didn't get his character in
Hey, don't worry. There's still the Cyborg solo movie coming out, right? Walter Hamada still in charge of Warner Bros. He'll make things right.
Yeah, sure. I really hope Brave.
No accusation going on there.
Yeah, I really hope Ray Fisher does come back for Cyborg, and I understand the allegations and shit because it's like he really got shafted. Those.
Hey, DC, not looking too hot right now,
But honestly, I'm on Ray Fisher's side of this.
DC will fix it like they always do,
Yeah, sure. So Aquaman does have some. He's not so much of a jerk as I perceived him as in the last one. And I think Whedon's way to solve that was basically the scene when he gets the rope attached to him and he starts emitting some stuff that you wouldn't normally get. It was a funny moment in one of the few funny moments that I would laugh at, like in Justice League, the theatrical cut. But in here it's kind of removed, so that's very clearly a reshot. But in here they add some stuff where he's like it's obvious he has some baggage, but he does care about people, and they make that very apparent in how he helps out and everything. And and it shows that he has issues with his Atlantean side and stuff, and how vocal, and that's how he knows and shit. And so it's like it's there.
Alright, real quick, Aquaman takes place after Justice League, right? Okay, it's okay. Okay, I don't remember how this timeline of this universe works. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, he takes his place as king of the of Atlantis after Justice League.
Okay, I wasn't sure if he was king or not king in this. I really wasn't sure what the deal was.
He wasn't king.
Okay.
So I guess Willem Dafoe was always planned as Vulko. Because the thing is,
that's there's only one act I want in any movie, and it's always Willem Dafoe. All right.
But like,
give me my Willem Dafoe movie.
Yeah, but like
give me a movie where Willem Dafoe plays Willem Dafoe.
No, I mean, okay, no, never mind. That's not. I was thinking, oh, that might have been the case, but no, I just remembered that was just John Malkovich being John Malkovich. That was that one movie.
Oh.
Can you imagine being...
I want a movie where Willem Dafoe fights himself. He plays his own evil clone, alright? And he is Dafoe, alright? Oh yeah, welcome to Act 5. All the Willem Dafoe.
Are we on Act 5? I thought we were on Act 6 now. Because of that.
No, it's not Act 5. Act 5.
Oh,
Act
yeah,
5.
we were going to figure out the name. We're going to figure out the name, yeah.
Yeah. Act 5, all the Willems Dafoe. Alright, this is going to be so late at the end of it. People wondering why is this called all the Willems Dafoe. I really need to figure out how to insert those timestamps on YouTube videos. Alright, keep going. I'll quickly open up the YouTube, go to the YouTube, and figure out how you actually fucking do that shit real quick.
So there's that with Aquaman. So he's like, we understand a bit more about his character just through the conversation with him and with Jason Momoa and Willem Dafoe in that one scene. We literally get so much from that. Let's see. Afterwards, I think there is. No, okay, so I think we should talk a little bit more about The Flash with Barry and stuff. So I mean,
he does stuff this movie.
He actually does stuff. And also it's kind of brutal what they do to Barry in this film, because it's like because it's like a lot of it, like whenever he has to do a run and when he does his job, he'll sometimes take a tumble, and it is rough, dude. It is fucking rough. Because like in the scene when not in the scene well, I guess so, in the scene where he's rescuing like employees and stuff, right? And when they're fighting Steppenwolf for the first time, and then he helps Wonder Woman. He takes a trip and tumble and fall, but it didn't seem so bad here. But then you have like concrete tumbling down almost on top of him, so he runs to the other side, but in his rush he crashes into the ground, and it hurts to watch, right? And so like another scene is when he's running to revive Superman, and again it's just another bit of him after he charges the box. He tumbles into the next room and he just crashes and just like he's knocked out for a bit. It is brutal what they do with him, man. Man, that's a lot of talking.
Oh, it's that easy to do chapters? Okay. Oh, I thought. Oh, it's edit in the description.
Oh, really?
Okay, cool. Yeah. I thought you had to manually edit it in, but no, you have to put it in the description. Oh, I thought it was more complex. No. Okay. Hey, well, welcome to chapter 6. Something about chapters.
Also, so.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, I like Barry Allen in this movie.
Very good, and it shows like, especially at the end when he Also, I very much felt that pain that
Yeah, that was a very good scene. I'm really glad they got rid of that fact of that family.
Yeah,
in
that
this
family
movie.
did nothing.
Boy, that family was. Yeah, I feel like that. Like I said, that was like one of the big things I noticed about this movie. Was besides the fact that the final scene was blue instead of orange. It didn't. I actually went back, so I didn't rewatch Justice League. I just looked up that final battle scene. God, that scene is actually really bad. Dude, because of how fucking orange it was, right? Like I didn't realize how fucking saturated. Well, is saturate the right word?
I think it's just more like it's a difference. Like it's legitimately, it's the difference is day and night, because in the original fight, I think with the in the theatrical cut, it's like a sunset into sunrise or something like that, right? It's very much like daytime, and it's just like, because it's like they try it for a golden hour type of thing. It is very orange. It is very orange.
Yeah, it looks really bad, but in this one, even though everything is so super CG as fuck, it doesn't look as bad because with blue color palette, it's more natural.
Yeah, and it's also nighttime, right? And so it's like it kind of helps hide the ugly details for a good bit. It doesn't hide all of it because it's all very obviously CGI, but it helps, you know. Also, the best scene I think in this movie, or at least one of the best scenes, is like him you going into the Speed Force and
yeah, that was really good. Oh, before we get to that, hey, do you think that Parademon got a raise at some point? The one that shot the Flash? No. You think he got a raise later?
He died.
Did he die?
Yeah, Batman shoots him in the head.
Oh, I don't remember. Hey, do you think if he survived, he got a raise?
No, he would have been fired, right? Man.
Oh, or would he even got a raise? No, but yeah, hey, that's I really love the depiction of the Speed Force in this movie,
it's honestly really fucking cool.
It's really cool what they did. It's
so fucking cool. It's just like him running like in it's just like it's not really depicted in a way that's like, it's not us with Barry through Speed Force. It's more of an outside perspective of us watching him moving through Speed Force, you know?
Yeah.
It's a very interesting way to do it, but it's also very
I really love how they did it, especially with the reverse time.
Yeah, it's so cool
as it goes. It's really the effect that they use on it was really cool.
Yeah, it's like
especially with his feet. I was like I legitimately thought he was gonna walk into the void at any single point as he was running, right? But you slowly see the ground.
Yeah, the ground is building up as he's causing these shockwaves through time.
Yeah,
and stuff.
And the best part is it's like crumbles of it.
Yeah,
and starts on, and it's really fucking cool with how it does.
Fucking
with him doing the time.
Amazing.
With him going to the time stream.
Yeah, it's like one of the best things I've seen. Like this is everything I wanted from Justice League. Because the thing is, in the theatrical cut,
this is like one of my favorite depictions of speed of speed in a movie. Right? This I think that I only like, so this is probably one of my two favorite depictions of character doing speed shit. Right? The first one is still I still think Quicksilver in X-Men.
Days of Future Past, right?
Was that the where he saved the kid?
No, that would be well, if you're talking about from the school, that's Dark Phoenix, I think.
Dark Phoenix. Was that Dark Phoenix?
Ooh, the thing is, they just do it again because the first time they did it was like really good. They just did it in Dark Phoenix again because everyone loved what Quicksilver did. And in that one, that's probably one of the few good things that you would get from Dark Phoenix. So you know. Oh no, it's either no. I'm sorry, it's not Dark Phoenix. I want to say it's Apocalypse.
Yeah, it's Apocalypse. Okay, yeah, I was like, ooh boy. I was like, there's no way I can get Dark Phoenix. There was no redeeming quality of Dark Phoenix.
I just forgot
because we talked about the redeeming qualities of Dark Phoenix. Spoiler twist, plot twist. There was none. There wasn't. We tricked you. That's how we got you.
But that's his whole thing.
Oh,
fucking Barry with the Speed Force, and I fucking love that so much. It's just it makes him it shows you why the Flash is such an asset to like the Justice League, you know, and it's just like fucking amazing because in the theatrical cut, he's whatever. Like only because honestly, Superman invalidates every fucking member, you know, in the Justice League. Yeah. But in here it starts to show, you know, all these other people are necessary, you know. Like Batman can help take care of the grunts while everyone else focuses on the bigger villains.
Right.
Cyborg.
That's right. He uses the power of money.
Yeah.
He uses the power of money to save everyone.
And then
Get up.
and then you get Cyborg, and then Cyborg helps out in the technological way, in which honestly nobody else can do. And then you get the Flash, where like if they fuck up, he can unfuck things up, honestly.
Yeah.
And so that's a whole thing. So yeah, a big thing the Snyder Cut does is helps to make sure that everyone isn't as invalidated by the fact that Superman's in the team. I still do have... another criticism, I guess, is that I do still have problems with Superman as a character, as a whole, in this movie. Because Snyder makes him so overpowered, it's fucking ridiculous. Right?
Look. It's apparently really hard to write Superman. And no one can figure out how to write Superman.
But the thing is like, if anything, the only thing you need to do is like... The thing is, there are things Superman can only do himself, right? But, like, the thing is, Wonder Woman should be at least equal in strength with Superman, you know? So I'm like, the thing is, she can't get to the armor, but with the help of everyone else, she could reasonably, potentially defeat Steppenwolf, you know? But with the addition of Superman, then it's a guarantee. Because they're both equal in strength and shit. Or at least that's how it should be.
Yeah.
You know, and there are other additions, like Superman can fly, he has the laser thing, he's bulletproof. There's the typical stuff, right? But the thing is, Wonder Woman is at least his equal in strength, you know? And then, like, ways around Steppenwolf's, fucking, what's the term? Fucking armor. I mean, that was the thing. Like, the thing is, bring Superman in, the laser eye thing. Then, I'm like, you know, this is why you would kind of need Superman in a situation like this. And, you know, having two heavy hitters like that would obviously definitely help. But then there's also Aquaman. Aquaman's strength is something I'm not entirely certain of myself. Then again, I don't read a lot of Aquaman. So I don't know if maybe making him equal would have helped, but okay. I mean... So that's the thing. A major criticism again. It's just like Superman. It's just like they kind of write like Snyder has he has this thing with Superman where he just makes him overpowered as shit. He's also
What some would say he is a god.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh god.
You know,
that's another criticism. Actually, I'm glad you reminded me.
As he goes down.
Yeah, I don't like the whole implications of like, oh yeah, you know, he's Jesus. I'm like, no, he's not Jesus. Stop it. It's stupid. I fucking hate it. It's stupid as shit.
It wasn't a spear. It was a lance.
God, I'm so mad at that still. There are some things like his whole Jesus symbol, his whole symbolism thing as a whole is just very fucking annoying. But I guess we take those. So another thing is that like Superman's kind of boring. I don't know. It's just like he doesn't make him an interesting character in and of himself, and the romance between him and Lois Lane is kind of like nothing to me, because there's nothing to really interest me or get invested into the romance between these two. Like, there's a lot more with Bruce and Diana than there is with like Clark and Lois. There's like it's really nothing to look at, you know, in terms of like a romance thing. So, but yeah, team dynamics aren't as bad in here. Another positive. I don't know. Do you have anything?
About what? Superman?
I mean, maybe Superman or anything else, you know, honestly.
Hey, look, Superman sure took his... Hey, I'll say one thing. He sure took his sweet time getting to the final battle, alright?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I understand why he went to, like, Alfred. But, like, afterwards, he should have gotten there pretty quickly, honestly. I don't know what took him so long.
No, it's the fact that he went through his ship, right? He was looking for the
he was taking
his
time to pick out what outfit he's gonna be, and it's like...
It's really very bad. Right, the worst part is, you see him pass through a bunch of other suits. Apparently, Superman had a bunch of suits by him. I did not know that was a thing. I didn't know he had that many suits I didn't realize the fucking ship... His stupid ship thingy had all these fucking random suits for him.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't realize that was a thing.
I think it's only there to kind of explain how he gets his new suit, because he does get that suit when he revives in Reign of the Supermen, in a comic issue.
Yeah, it's very funny how he just took his sweet time. He literally walked past like 5 of people. Like, all right, I'll take the black suit.
Also, but I will say though, like as much as ridiculous as the whole suit thing can be. Him walking through that and having the monologues like with his father and stepfather happening. That was actually pretty good, you know.
Yeah, that was a good scene when his when not Earth that John
Jonathan Kent and his father
yeah
Jor-El, I believe it is.
yeah
Yeah, that was really good.
which is really good.
Yeah, that's like what.
Yeah, because it shows like it shows like oh yeah I'm back. Gotta remember what I'm fighting for, you know, for the Earth and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's.
So I just thought it was just funny how you're just taking his sweet time.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Like, I feel like the scene would have been more impactful if they didn't show the other suits. Okay, I feel like the fact that they showed the other suits is what makes it really bad, right? The fact that he just took his sweet time to like, hey, what suit am I gonna wear today to fight to save the Earth, right? If they just showed walking down the hall towards the one suit, I would have been more fine, right? Because it made it seem like he was really pretentious about it. All right, what's the house of Car L suit I'm gonna wear today? You know, right? Like just like they could have just have it walking towards the one suit and it would have been fine, and I'll be like, all right, that's fine.
But yeah.
But then he just showed walking towards multiple suits was really funny to me. I don't know, like he just took his sweet time.
Yeah.
Right. It shows like he was like I assume he I mean they told me to come to the party at 9. I'll show up at like 9:30. That seems like a good time.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, he really just like, you know what? I'll fly when I get there. Don't worry. I'll just come in at the nick of time and I'll be fine.
I'm Superman. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Call someone that isn't Superman? Right? Call the Martian Manhunter? What's he gonna do? Gaslight all you?
Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's kind of like. Honestly, it's a really good fucking movie. I don't think.
I don't know. Hold on. Real quick. Before we wrap up.
No. Hold on.
This goes back to our slow motion, the long shot. There's a scene right after Steppenwolf's head gets cut off, right? Right. And we cut to Apocalypse's dark throne room, right? He walks down this hallway towards like, all right, time to gather my army. Right, and he walks down this hallway. That was a long ass hallway he was walking down. I don't know if you noticed that, right?
I'm going through the scene right now. Through the scene right now. Hold on, let me see how long this is.
It's after Steppenwolf's head, and he starts walking down, right? You get like so they try to do like this intimidating shot to show how threatening
Why is it so long?
Right? It's so long, right? Like you see like. And then you just watch Darkseid walking. He's just leisurely strolling like. I was like,
yeah, he's just casually walking. Like, does he not find that awkward at all?
Yeah, so I assume everyone is cheering this entire time. Do you think anyone's getting like, yeah?
They're not even cheering. They're just like standing there like, okay, well, I guess why are we gathered here? I don't know. I mean, I think the world was gonna get destroyed.
Like, see him just like this thing is so fucking long. Like, I understand it's for threatening.
Yeah, and it looks cool. Don't get me wrong, but like him walking down there, having everyone watch him walk down there is fucking great. It's fucking funny as shit.
It's so funny. Like they could like does Darkseid not have fucking conveyor belts to install?
Honestly,
a conveyor belt.
No, you know what would be more awkward? Him walking down or him on a slow conveyor belt going to the other end of this fucking.
Epilogue. A conveyor belt twice over.
Okay, so I'm gonna so we're not done yet.
Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all of my major grips.
So here's another thing.
All right, final thoughts now.
Okay,
we can go into the final thoughts on the dream sequences. Some would say this is our dream sequence. All right, our society.
Oh my god. Okay, so here, give your thoughts first, and I'll do mine. Okay, because I have a reason for why I'm gonna go last here. Okay.
Okay, so I do like this movie definitely over Justice League, right? Due to the fact that we learned so much more context, right? It makes everything seem more important, right? Like I said, so what's it? I have to let everyone know I didn't rewatch the theatrical cut before. I just went to like, all right. I mean, I remember Justice League enough. I'm pretty sure I don't need it. Like. Anyway, so I did enjoy this way ever. I did feel like bits were unneededly longer to be explained. Yeah. But then again, it does help that fact that I already know these characters, right? I know the whole deal with Cyborg. I know the whole deal with Barry Allen and all that shit. Like I don't need the movie to explain to me. Oh yeah, yo, gotta solve your murder, Dad. Gotta find out, was it Reverse Flash that did this? Who's Reverse Flash? Because we don't have it established yet in this universe, right? And I felt like those scenes were unnecessary, but for the general audience, I understand why they would get there. Felt like this movie should have just considered the audience as smart people and just ignored these background introduction. But I feel for just Cyborg better character in this movie, right? The mother Stephen Wolf had a real plot that isn't just like, ooh, let me get these MacGuffin device. The battle scene really good.
Yeah.
Batman still lives in a society and all that stuff, you know, right? He's still like, I gotta get ready for society to come over and all that stuff. So I did enjoy this movie. Compared to just when I watch this movie over again. I mean, I would probably watch a fan edit that cuts out all the unneeded fluff. I still feel that there was a lot of fluff in this movie,
there is a
right?
lot.
That they had to shoehorn just because that not every audience, right? Because there's a reason why it's called the DC Trinity of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, right? There's a reason why they're called it because everybody knows and they don't have to waste their time explaining that shit. So, right?
Yeah.
Right, so I do the fact that they had to introduce all these characters. They had to show all these characters backstory and origin just so the audience can catch up, which is really annoying, right? I said it's because Warner Bros. Decided to like, all right, we gotta catch up to Marvel, gotta catch up to Disney, we gotta fight the mouse. Our giant elephant will take down the mouse, right? Because there's no biblical story about a small David going against a Goliath of an elephant, right? Right, we will crush them with our superior elephant might against the mouse.
God damn it! All right. Okay. So.
Yeah. So good movie. In my opinion, too much fluff because of catch up.
So
right, I did like what this movie had. Like, really glad we did get the original intentions, the Zack Snyder vision, right, which is really good. Right?
Yeah.
All right, I think that's all my major point. Once again, we gotta get our Justice League of Doom set up, a Legion of Doom, some would say.
So, in terms of my thoughts on it, I am very much in agreement with you. A lot of like the battle scenes were good. There is some things that could be cut out and shortened and stuff like that. That would have honestly I honestly think he could have gotten this to at least 3 hours, and if it was like 3 hours, it would have been fine. You know. The nightmare sequence, as necessary as it is for extra for setup, I do think is kind of unnecessary, and it could have just served as a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
So everything else is kind of fine. The epilogue was fine, except.
Oh yeah, another thing when you did Jeeps, could have been the post-credit.
Yeah.
It could have legitimately been a post-credit.
The
scene.
Martian Manhunter thing was very forced in.
Yeah, the Martian Gaslighter.
Yeah, the Martian Gaslighter was very forced in. Was he really there though, Austin? I don't think he was. So I mean, Martian Manhunter was very forced in. So I mean, Lois Lane is kind of just like disrupts the pacing of the plot a little bit.
Yeah.
Battle scenes were fantastic. I fucking loved it. Flash and Cyborg.
Yeah, like that everything was blue instead of orange.
Flash and Cyborg were actual characters, and their characters were actually like fleshed out, and I fucking love it for it. Because legit, I love Cyborg now.
Yeah.
I think aside from that, Snyder needs to cut down on the slow mo. He needs to stop with the music sometimes. He's a bit gratuitous with
right click speed. 1.25% X, 1.25X. Those who ever edit a video knows what I'm talking about.
Oh my god! So like overall, it's a very good film. I fucking love it, and this is I think everyone really does now consider this the canon.
Oh, yeah. There was at this point there was legitimately no other reason to ever watch the original ever again.
There's one thing that worries me though. So here's the thing. Okay, so I guess in this, what will we be on? Are we on part 6 now, or are we on Epilogue?
No, we're Epilogue.
Okay,
we're Epilogue
so
now.
Epilogue. Batman cucks Superman. Okay, so let me explain this. Okay.
Okay. Is that the name of the
That's
epilogue?
the name of the epilogue.
Batman
That's the name of the
cucks
epilogue.
Okay.
Batman cucks
Okay,
Superman.
got
Okay. Now here's my
Okay,
thing.
here's the worst thing. I don't remember any of the other name of the chapters, so I automatically would have to re-listen to this later just to figure out all the chapters.
Okay, well, thank God I've said it for you. Okay. So here's the thing, though, Austin. Because now I recently read reports on this. There was a news media outlets and articles and interviews and stuff like that, where there was, from what Snyder has said, is he cut it out, but I don't think he did. Because here's the thing. So he says that he had this plot point where during Superman's absence, apparently he would have it that Bruce Wayne gets together with Lois Lane at some point, right? And so Lois gets pregnant, but she doesn't tell Bruce about it. And so Bruce eventually recognizes throughout the world as like, oh, Superman needs to be revived, right? And so he goes to revive Superman, but Superman goes back with Lois Lane, and Lois Lane doesn't tell him about the pregnancy at all. And then it's apparently supposed like at some time in the future, Bruce dies, and then Superman raises Batman's kid. Okay, and so Lois, once in future sequels, once the child grows up, she tells her child about about his or her real father, and their and the legacy that they inherited about the Dark Knight, and they become the new Dark Knight. Okay, now here's the thing with why this Snyder Cut worries me a little bit on this. Okay, first of all, that kind of undercuts the whole thing with Bruce and Diana, right?
Wasn't there like a weird scene in the movie where Lois was looking at
pregnancy? That's why it worries me. Because she opens the thing and then you see the pregnancy test there. I'm like, that better not be a thing. That better not be the thing that we were reading about that you cut out earlier, right? And then you have that scene where like Bruce kind of like he rescues Clark's house, right? And then, he buys it back or whatever, because he buys the bank. And he's like, oh yeah, congratulations, by the way. I'm like, okay, I don't know if this is Snyder's cheeky way of saying, hey man, that could be Bruce's kid. I'm like, oh fuck, oh no. That's the thing that kind of worries me. Also because it's like, that kind of just, that plot point really reminds me a lot of Superman Returns, where like Lois just kind of hides the fact that she had Superman's kid in that movie. So I'm kind of worried at the fact that if we do get the Snyderverse back, which I'm 100% for, right? What if it's with that plot point in? And I'm not gonna like it if that's the case. That's why we call it the epilogue, and this is just one of my few worries, okay, about
for foreseeable future,
and that's why we call it Batman Cucks Superman.
No, okay.
I just don't know. I just kind of want the epilogue to be named that. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, look, okay. Now that I know how to put chapters into the YouTube, I have to listen to all this audio bit just to figure out the chapter breakpoints, which is the worst thing, right? So I really hate the fact that
that's what happens when we joke about making these into parts.
Oh.
God. But yeah, that's the thing. So as much as I like Justice League, I'm hoping that's not a case. But hey, I think I mean if it's done well, I guess I can take it. I don't know.
Anyway, as a person who bought HBO Max, right? I am putting my money to help fund future projects. All right, I'm helping out Warner Bros. Right? With my HBO Max subscription. Okay.
Oh, by the way, also, did you? I don't know if I noticed it myself or I just missed it, but did you see the Halo logo on Wade's sword?
Yeah, I was trying to look for it. I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I was trying to look for it.
Like, I was trying to look for it too, right? And this goes back to apparently an earlier screenshot or something. I don't know where it came from. Apparently, I guess they caught it and removed it before the
they just made the scene darker. That's what they did to cover it up.
Oh, really?
I think it might have been when he was on the boat, like riding to meet. Like,
yeah, okay, I see what you're talking about. It's literally as he's approaching the boat.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That does make sense because you can see the sword in the background in the foreground, so it makes sense. Like, oh yeah, people caught on to that, huh? Okay, we'll just make it darker when we fight.
Yeah, I was like, now we will never know anything about Gamer Deathstroke. Oh yeah, by the way, that was originally the title I was planning to be this video, Gamer Deathstroke.
Oh, that's great.
Oh damn! I wish. Hold on. I'm trying to find this scene. I'm trying to see. No one has fucking figured out where is this scene. Oh wait, no. Okay, apparently, okay. This doesn't appear in the movie. Apparently, it's on the costume.
Oh, okay. Alright, cool.
Okay, so it's not in the actual movie that we see Deathstroke with the halo. It's apparently if you look at the costume on display, right? You can see the halo symbol. Okay, but we do know that. Hey, well, if anything, this just confirms that Deathstroke is an epic gamer.
Oh my god,
right?
is he Gamers Rise Up? Is he the end result of Gamers Rise Up?
Oh, hold on. It was him. He and Joker did appear in the end. All right. They did appear.
They were the most oppressed. They were the most oppressed group of all gamers.
he and Jokers are just the ultimate gamer bros. All right. Hold on, William. I've seen how the Joker looks like. Wait, hold on. Suicide Squad Joker looks like a gamer. All right.
Okay, no, that's a new title. Joker's the Gamer or something. I don't know, man. That's a new title right there. I'll take that over.
Oh, that's a new chapter. This up the
Look, man, you can call it what I wanted to call it.
A gamer twice over.
I would take this over. Yeah.
That's what we're calling.
I would.
I'm calling the epilogue a gamer twice over.
Gamer twice.
All right.
Yes, that's actually pretty good.
Alright, is that it?
Yeah, that's what we're ending it as.
But anyone have a right? That's how we gotta rise up as gamers.
Yes, exactly. That's what we're calling it.
Alright, goddamn, this video was fucking long.
Oh
Jesus
my god.
Christ. Alright, that's it. Coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands, wear a mask. Okay, thanks, bye.